Hi and welcome to Backland Farm. How are you today? Today I'm starting to work on a whelping room and will be actually installing a door because one of my female German Shepherds is pregnant and she will be giving birth to puppies in about 5.5 weeks from now. So I want to make sure that she has a secure, safe and comfortable place to give birth and not to be disturbed. But that video is not about how to install the door, because there's plenty of videos on YouTube that can show and explain how to do it better than I will ever be able to. Instead, I would like to share with you a story about one of my German Shepherd females, which is a little bit sad story, but I promise you has a happy ending. And at the end of the video, I will also touch on how I plan to organize a whelping room, what I'm gonna put there and how I'm gonna put it. Meet Walt, Jewel, and Electra. And today's story is about Electra. She is 3 years old female, very much pregnant, and has lived with us her entire life. We got her when she was barely 12 weeks old, and even though it has been few years now, I still remember the day like it just happened yesterday. And one of the reasons why I remember the day so well is because when we were getting her, I got strong feeling that she was not treated well by the breeder. Now, to be clear, I don't think she was abused by breeder. I have never found the signs of abuse, and believe me, I looked. I think perhaps he was a bit rough with them and not treated them well. Let me explain. When me and my wife got to the breeder and he was showing us the 2 female puppies he has left, and we specifically looked for the female puppies, both puppies ran away, found a hole in the ground and stuck their heads inside trying to hide. He actually had to pray them out so that we can see them. Now, I couldn't understand if they were scared of us because they don't know us, but them being scared of breeder is suspicious and somewhat a red flag. You see, dog puppies are not born with instinctual fear of humans. If dog is scared of people, it's only because they had a bad experience with people. A 3-month-old puppy whose only experience with people is limited to breeder alone will never be scared of breeder if that experience is good and positive. My gut feeling of puppy mistreatment got stronger over the time because when we got her into the vehicle, away from the place and away from the people, she never displayed that behavior ever again. Not a single time. And we are talking about years now at this point. Here, few pictures of her playing with Walt, you know, the big guy. Just a week after we got here, you can see she's completely relaxed, happy and having a good time. So something shady was definitely going on. Which is ironic, because when we were leaving, a guy tried to give us a Bible. I remember thinking to myself, how can you claim to believe in a God, but then not treat your animals right? By the way, if you're not subscribed yet, please click like and subscribe to become a part of a Backland Farm, a small piece of paradise in northern Ontario. But back to the story. It has been few years now, and sometimes I still think about that other female puppy. I wonder how life unfolded for her. I hope she found a good home and loving people. As for Electra, she's complete sweetheart to us. Very loyal, very loving, mindful, and always tries to please us. She's one of those dogs that if you tell her to do something, she will do it right away and then come to you, lick your hand and be like, hey, I have done it. She's a bit overprotective and will actually charge at other animals or people. So anytime we are outside, we just keep an eye on her. You know, just in case. Living here on the farm and close the city being 30 plus miles away, it's not like I can just take her to a dog park to socialize and teach her the right behavior. Here on the farm, my dogs never see anyone. They might see a human once in a few weeks. So at this point, as far as Electra concerned, anyone she does know and sees the very first time is an under suspicion and should stay away. And she is very brave. If she thinks there is a danger to me or to my wife, she will put herself between us and the perceived threat. Walt, the male, will actually do the same. Needless to say, we are very happy with her, we love her a lot, love to spoil and pamper her, and hope she will live a very long life and be with us for many years to come. Now, let's get back to the puppy whelping room. Electra is doing about 5 weeks or so. I still need to check a calendar on an exact date. And it will be her 4th time bringing puppies to the world. She is a great mother. And in my attempt to do things better, improve and make her more comfortable, I came to the conclusion that I need to create a space, separate space for her. Space where she can stay for at least 4 weeks and be undisturbed and take a good care of puppy. Especially now when I got another female Jewel, whom eventually will be giving birth as well, and of course she will use the very same room. She just needs the stress-free space and right environment. So I have decided I will create a whelping room for her, which will of course include not only the door you can see me installing here, but a lot of other things to do. And the door for the whelping room is done. Works perfectly fine. The room itself is not big, but more than enough for one female with the puppies. If I had to guess, I would say like maybe 12 to 14 feet long by about 8 feet wide. You see that white patch over there? I will be building a whelping box over there, about 2.5 feet high, so that she can get inside the box and feel like she's in a cave. Inside the box I will also put an animal heating pad, which is thermostatically can be controlled. In addition to it, to make sure that the temperature is right, I will be plugging a heater in that outlet and setting it also thermostatically to 32 degrees Celsius. Because for the first 10 days puppies actually need the 32 degrees, otherwise if it's anything less, then it will affect the digestion. Put it simply, they will not process the food that they're given, they will get weaker and eventually might even die if it's not caught on a time. Come Electra, come. Electra, you approve? The room looks good? Look in the camera, look in the camera, look at the camera. Mwah, good girl, good girl. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good girl, good girl. Good girl. If you like the video, leave a comment and I will see you soon in another week.